things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Off-play action on first down. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense has the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. They just keep firing. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Finds his big tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Moore will throw. Rushes on him. He's in open space downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Ducks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Pressure coming. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 2nd down coming up. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. Fourth and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
He forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. At the 20, he's got space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Get it out on the screen. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Moore to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. He got it! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the returner is stopped. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Minnesota has been perfect in bowl games under P.J. Fleck. Now the challenge, row that boat into deeper postseason waters.
But this is a guy who's very tenured in an era of college football where there's so much turmoil and turnover at the head coaching spot. Minnesota has found their guy in consistency. I think he's a guy who motivates this team extremely well, Dave, and because of that each and every year, this has got to be a program to keep your eye on.
Always, and they're always a team that's knocking on the door of beating some of these better teams that are playing for national titles or playing to get in the college football playoff. Just consistency, defense, toughness, always have a running game, don't beat themselves. That's what you expect from Minnesota football teams.
The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Bringing the heat. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Ncaa. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Punt is in the air. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to pass. It's Ncaa. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Taylor. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Moore will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Benson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punt.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Scrambling away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 3rd down, going up top. Setting up the screen. Goes airborne. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The Ducks moving quickly to the line. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past in Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Benson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands. It's Stewart. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. On the ground, it's Hughes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! That'll give
times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. To the air, it's Lindsey. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction.
Now the play fake. Finds the tight end.
One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The RPO, it's complete. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Line gets set, first down. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shot.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Looking for more room. Still on his feet. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, number 19. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for room. It's Hughes. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Not a lot of to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it from the gun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Grab behind the line. It's Turner. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Watch out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The handoff. Keep working on that clock.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Grab near the marker. It's Benson. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Smashes ahead. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. First down here for the offense. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Golden Gophers offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already one sack on them.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continued to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is.
Intentional ground.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught that slant route. You stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch. But
breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Golden Gophers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Gophers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Corners are walked up tight. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Stone. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Minnesota! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Little touch pass to the receiver. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Stone. Catch in the middle, it's Albright. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Keep it on the ground. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter which.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To the air. It's Stone. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Northwestern will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field.
And the defense sniffs it out, and they're all over it. Down he goes. Couldn't even get the throw off on the trick play. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Stone. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Stone. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Makes his man miss. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Northwestern coming to the line with another 1st down. Touchdown, Wildcats! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. From the gun, looking for a man. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. They get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Taylor has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Tracy. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Running back searching for a hole. Running to Green. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And the Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Snagged in the middle, it's Covey. slips a tackle, and he's got room. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Taylor. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. 2nd and goal for this offense. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And it's a first down. They'll at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on second down. Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Grab near the marker, it's Albright. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Runs through a tackle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got his man to the left. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern! The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They go to the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pocket breaking down. On a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Covey. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Northwestern will have to punt it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Skips away from pressure. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. Moves away as he feels pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Taylor. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Ncaa. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Now it's first and 20 for the offense. Gonna look downfield again. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Staring at a third and long here in this first overtime possession. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. They'll try to move the sticks on 4th and short here in overtime. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak. Everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. 1st and goal and a touchdown will win it. Dropping back, it's Stone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. A chance to win the game in overtime here on 3rd and goal from the doorstep. Into the end zone. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up.